All right, thank you guys again for tuning in to the Painful Truth. This is your host Johnny, bringing back the same crews from last time, and then we got
The Don.
the Don.
The dog.
Yeah, the Don.
I like it, man. That's a good name.
You didn't know that.
Augustine.
Amos and Peter.
All right, and like I said, I'd like to say thank you guys. If you guys already subscribed to the channel and sharing and all that, continue doing what you guys are doing slowly and surely we'll get there, and the platform will get bigger. I try to have a conversation that is gonna challenge us. Like I said, this is the Painful Truth. I'm just gonna ask them, each individual, how you guys doing mentally, emotionally, and all that stuff. So I'll start with you. We just
life is beating me up.
Okay.
I just say
The way you say it's even hard to believe.
I'm actually doing good, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Better than last year. So
Yeah.
life is okay, we keep moving, we keep rolling with the punches,
I like that. Say punches, huh?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And then you had?
Yeah, I mean, no, life is, I like the fact is that we are actually making progress,
Yeah.
and we're no longer where we were before, so now it's like we're climbing like he's talking about,
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Life is actually great at the moment, exciting. I just got a newborn.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Good for him,
With
man.
that, we're still at the early stage with the lack of sleep and all of that, but actually very grateful at the moment. Yeah. So that's what my mental state is. Grateful.
All right. What else on me? Shoot. Life is. I need a vacation, but that's a different story. But aside that, I can't complain. Things are going the way they're supposed to. Mentally, I'm okay. Physically, I'm alright. Emotionally, I'm cool. Financially, that's another story for another day.
What you need to do is go get your lady back, man. Even better,
See, but that's another story.
We're gonna start there.
That's that. What you gotta do on financially?
Save that for another one, please.
I'm there for the diary, man. Make sure you get us back.
I got you.
I like
Sure
this
to
guy.
get back.
I got you. What got you, like when you came here to the state, what was like one of the hardest things to adapt to, and then what got you to maybe pivot to the other side instead of focusing on the things that you needed to?
Lack of supervision.
Okay.
There was nobody around to enforce the culture. I came here in my early teens.
Okay.
So, and with a single mother, so she was always working.
Yeah.
So I was home by myself, a lot of time on my hand, and the only positive influence in my life at that time was probably going to school. And so friends, I was highly influenced by friends at the time. And also, when I came here, I was very limited education-wise, experience, education, but I was at that transition from, going through puberty and all of that stuff. So, and lacking education. So there was a lot of challenges, and as a person that really was not developed, you would probably gravitate where there was less resistance.
So would you say in that aspect also peer pressure was like easy for you to be pressured into doing things because you didn't have that?
Yeah, you can say peer pressure, but I wouldn't say I was pressured into doing it. It's just like, in Liberia we have a term that said bird of the same fellow fly together, just kind of, okay, this is where I fit, this is where we share something in common, so I'm gonna roll with it, but it may not be necessarily a good thing for you.
Oh, okay. So what would you say for you?
Well, actually, for me, it's just more like, if I just kind of summarize it up in one word, it's probably just change, new culture, new environment in a sense. Now I'm facing new things that I never really experienced back home, you know what I mean? So now it's like, okay, that ego inside of me want to fly, in a sense. I want to touch everything, So yeah, so but perhaps I could say that some of those things that I was so eager, so intensity about to reach. It could be maybe some of them was just wanted to try it out in a sense, but then end up staying there, which is I wasn't supposed to glue there, and then it continued to take me in the wrong directions, and yada yada yada. Long story short, and but yeah, I mean, let's say a new change, and when we're back home in Africa or wherever the case might be. Back then, it says the words on the street that United States is, there's all kind of things here. And one of my things that I was so eager to, I can't wait to see when I came to America was that when you're in Africa, they say you'll pick money from the tree, brother.
You didn't find any money, huh?
No, but here's the thing, though. Here's the
money
thing.
tree.
Here's the thing. That was my first mission.
I'm actually looking for the parked car on the street.
For me, definitely not what I call supervision, because I came here with two parents. Supervision is there.
Yeah.
You always get, don't do that, do this, that. The thing is, for me is no mentorship, no guidance. We didn't have, like, me and my brother. We're only a year apart. So we just out there in the streets, doing whatever we want to do, But I believe, like, if we had someone that's older, much mature, because we came young, if we had a older brother, maybe it was like 16, 17 or whatever, had that African mentality back home and just came over here, head all in the book, want to be a doctor or some shit like that, we might be chasing that same route, But alright, we just, it's like the blind lead the blind. So whatever I do, my other brothers are gonna do, and that's how the cycle is going, because we're the first people to tap into this American lifestyle or whatever they call it, My father can't guide me, he's not out there in the streets, he's at work.
Right.
Your mama can't do that either, But he could tell you what's wrong and what's right.
Based on experience.
Yeah. But he don't know what else go on, I'm telling you, man. School, shit.
We're going to dive into the next level.
I was a little bad, Damn, we know. It was a circumstance of what the shit was,
Yeah, we're all going to get into that. We have our stories to tell.
Based on all that stuff that you guys went through, do you guys have any regrets? And why?
Whoa.
Yes, or if yes, why? If no, why?
I definitely have a lot of regrets, especially with the women. If I break your heart,
This guy.
Sorry, but no, I'll be serious. But no, I have a lot of regrets. After because me, I was just like, how you say, I had a temper a little bit. I had a short fuse, so. You do anything that I don't like or you disrespect, the only reply that I'm gonna give you, which is anger or aggression or whatever it is, But now going back, or growing up and coming to this person, the Don is who I am right now, you start to, some call it, you start humbling yourself, Because I learned something, the energy that you give out there is the energy that you give back. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
And the other thing about it too, it's like, like you have to learn this thing called self-awareness, not only for yourself, but for other people as well too, So it's like I learned how to read people and read the room, which I used to be bad about that. I don't give a fuck about you. You tell me have a good day, I'm like, have a bad day. That's how it was, like I don't care about you and I don't care about what you're going through,
But let me stop you quick though.
Character, man.
But the same thing you said, right? If you didn't go through what you went through, you won't be who you are today.
Yes, and I could have been rich.
You could have, but I'm just saying that in a sense,
because could be a humble person.
Yeah, but in a sense, though, what the reason why I'm saying that is, you had to learn to have that calmness now. You had to learn how to do that. But if you didn't have that aggression, you won't learn how to have that calmness because you needed the storm in order to have the calm.
Yeah, but. Yeah, that's true.
You get what I'm saying?
that life lessons, it teaches you. You need to humble yourself down, and especially like I said, one of the things that help us humbling yourself, is helping how to read the room. You know what I'm saying? Like when you come out there, like you gotta see, people, like, okay, is this person okay? Is this person having a bad day or this? If I'm gonna say this, will it trigger this person or what? You know, back then nobody give a fuck. You know, I would just say what I want to say. You know, I don't care how it hurt you and how it get to you. You know, it probably be a trigger word to you. You know, but I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But then you know when stuff keep like something personal happened to you because you did not read the room, you know what I'm saying? Like your own family member, you know, going through the shit and you didn't really care, you know what I'm saying? You just out there just feeling yourself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this person probably going through some shit. Never know, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know, you know. Hey, damn, you know, even some of them, you know what I'm saying? Some people end up losing their life, you know what I'm saying? That's true. Because of like, they come to you, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't listen.
You didn't listen, you know what I'm saying? You just over there on your own shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you listen, you didn't hear exactly.
Yeah, you're listening, but you didn't hear, you know. And then shit happened, and you be like, God damn, that's for real.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Is it perhaps maybe that's what kind of like slowly destroyed, bringing us to a different personality, you know? Some of the advice and stuff, and some of those feedbacks and stuff, those instructions. I don't think they were bad at all, man. You know?
Hell no.
But like,
child's got
so,
no, I mean, how is it? The child got child, right? Is that how to say that shit? Right?
Either way, whichever way works.
Either way, you know, some type of
yeah, whichever way flows. But yeah,
I like this guy.
Yes, I have few regrets. In a simple ways, I would say. But I heard a African proverb today where it said that if you don't step out of your village, you'll marry your sister. Yeah. Which being said that if you hang around with the same people, that you know, because your comfort zone, you will not grow. Correct. Yeah. So me now, I come. Even though I came here at an early age, at the age of 13, I didn't know I never been to school, but I was still young. You know. So my regret would be that me not taking advantage fully of that opportunity. Because when you come here at an age, you know, confusion, a lot of your brain is everywhere. You know, this is a sophisticated system that we came into, and going back to Africa, you know, me being born during the wartime, there was no real structure as far as I didn't even know my own culture. You know, as a Liberian, I grew up in Islam, Ivory Coast. So my whole life, prior to coming here, there was no stability. It was always, you know, from one country to another. And so trying to adopt that nomadic lifestyle was always there. So there was no foundation to really, you know, so the fact when I came here, I always been conscious, you know, of I want to be somebody good. I want to do something positive. But to devise the idea, the vision, to pursue it and execute it, that was my struggle at an early age. And we just kind of got into a little frustrated, and you know, and I kind of go into anger, aggression,
so then,
self-abuse.
Which makes a lot of sense because now it's like both of the illustration from Samson and you, I could just type in
the Don, my man.
The Don.
Don't be giving up by when people are watching.
You don't have to forgive. You're gonna give me a chance to adopt, man. But you know, going back to just kind of recap on some of the stuff that you two just kind of mentioned, I could say that that part of the main area right there, that's the foundation, and that's basically what kind of, you know, separate us in a sense. Now that you know, we don't really have a foundation to where we could like start slowly like crawl or something, and now we had to like go in a different direction to suit in, you know, which kind of leads in. So that's some of my struggles. You know, just more like the new culture, the new environment in a sense. Yeah, man, and really just that we really have that guidance, that mentor. Even though we know like you got case workers and stuff that were there to guide us and make sure that we were kind of getting used to the system, but the system more as educations to know about the rules and the laws of the state, that was great in a sense, you know. But mainly what was missing was that mentor.